Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. So obviously it is the new year, it is 2020.
I'm back.
Where'd you go?
Well, I wasn't in the latest video.
Oh yeah.
I'm back, people. Sorry if you missed me.
Right.
I was busy working.
So yeah, so it is the new year, and it's a very popular time for people to be booking holidays, because all like the big like travel companies have their like sales, like Virgin.
Like Virgin. Not the only travel company out there, but the one that we use.
Yeah, well, you've used.
Yeah.
I haven't yet, but we are.
We booked our holiday in January last year to go in October this year. We can say it now. I'm a little bit happy.
Yeah, it's exciting.
So, as you can probably tell from my ears, we are going to be talking about booking holidays for Walt Disney World, and we thought we would focus on the closures that are going to be happening in the sort of first half of 2020, as this could be something that kind of influences when you book your holiday for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's what we thought we'd do today.
Yeah. So 2020 is a big year for closures at Disney, due to 2021 being the anniversary of Magic Kingdom. So it opened on the 1st of October 1971. It's a long time ago now.
Way before we were born.
Yeah, way before our time. And so it's going to be turning 50 in 2021. Obviously, it being October, that is towards the end of the year. So some people have wondered if they're going to wait until then to do like the celebrations.
Yeah. They don't tend to do that.
No. I think we both think that it's going to kind of like build up throughout the year, like it did with like the 90 years of Mickey.
Yeah.
And then like obviously when they get to around October, they'll probably just go like nuts.
Yeah.
Just go crazy with it all. Disney
don't do things little, do they? And it's a massive thing, like 50 years.
Yeah.
And that, even though it's only Magic Kingdom that's turning 50, if it wasn't for Magic Kingdom, the rest of the parks wouldn't be there. Walt Disney World wouldn't be what it is today. Yeah. So I think they're going to have stuff everywhere. They have already said that they're doing lots and lots of refurbishments in Epcot over the next year, 2 years for 2021. They've already started at the end of last year, which I think we're going to do a separate video on, because there is so much going on there.
Too much to like have in a video with this stuff.
But they've said they want that done for 2021. So from that, I gather it's going to be celebrations across the whole of Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
So they tend to release the rides that are going to be closed sort of for the first half of the year and then the second half of the year. It might just be that they'll release the second half of the year in a month or so, because they haven't 100% decided. But at the moment, I found all of this information on Inside the Magic, which if you're a big Disney fan, I'm sure you'll have heard of their website. We go on there all the time. Well, I go on there all the time. Mainly, I don't know if you've ever used it. Really. So that's where I got the information from. And so yeah, it's the first half of the year, and I kind of imagine that most of these rides are going to be closed for sort of maintenance reasons, like refurbishment, cleaning, all of that sort of thing. Not that they're actually like gonna completely change any of them, apart from one, which we'll talk about in the other video. So yeah, I think that's it. We just don't know which is specifically for what each ride. Yeah,
I mean, none of them are down for like a big period of time.
No.
Apart from obviously
there's
one we will talk about in the other video.
Yeah.
So I think it must just be like just maintenance and like just general like
bit cleaning,
I guess like
upkeep.
checks they have to do after a certain time.
Yeah, I guess they have to do yearly sort of checks on all of the mechanics and like, so it's all for our safety and enjoyment at the end of the day. So I know it's really sad that if something you want to go on is closed when you're there, but you may have a chance to go back again, and it is like for a good reason.
And they don't like necessarily just be like all of a sudden this is closing.
They give
you so much time, like so if you are like planning to go, you can kind of not go when I
think the article that I was reading to get this information was from like maybe October, November last year, so it's still a few months to when we're doing this video that this information was released. So it does give you enough time to plan, because I know it can be really frustrating, but it is for good reason.
And so we'll start with what's closing at Magic Kingdom. And we'll start with the Walt Disney World Railroad, which is on Main Street. It's what circles around the park. That is expected to close from the 5th of January, so literally, 2 days' time. and reopen at some point in July. They haven't actually said like a precise date.
No.
So I imagine they're just aiming for the month rather than a
I'm sure
date.
They'll release a date closer to the time. This one probably isn't as much of a major issue for anyone. It is nice to go on as a little break. Obviously Alex hasn't actually been, so I might have more opinions on some of these things being closed than him. But I personally wouldn't think that is a massive deal. It is nice to go on, but it is just a train that takes you around the park. So the next ride that is going to be closed is Splash Mountain. So that is the water ride at Magic Kingdom. It's going to be closed from the 6th of January, so again in a few days time. But this is only until the end of February, so not too long. And I'm kind of guessing that's because it's technically like their winter, so they're going to use this as their colder months to do their refurbishment before the hotter weather comes in.
Yeah. I mean, do they ever really have winter?
Probably not, but that's what my guess is as to why they're doing it now.
And so another thing that's shut in Magic Kingdom is Big Thunder Mountain. So obviously I think this is quite a popular one. Like,
yeah, definitely.
all the vlogs we watch, they end up on that at some point.
It's probably one of the more extreme rides at Disney. I mean, it's
still
not
crazy.
but it is like more of a roller coaster type ride than most of the other stuff there.
Yeah, and it's expected to shut from the 4th of May to the 21st, so it is only a couple weeks, but obviously that is like sort of getting a lot closer to the sort of like holiday period.
I think that might be when Dad's going for his week.
Might
in
well
May.
be, yeah.
So sorry, Papa Stone.
Yeah, it's gonna be shut.
Not that he'll do that anyway.
No. But yeah, so it's quite a short amount of time. It's still before like the sort of summer holidays start.
Yeah.
And like the sort of peak periods and that, I guess. So it's not. I don't think it'll be too much of like an issue really.
No, I don't think so. And the next one at Magic Kingdom again, this, if you've got younger kids, might be a little bit of a problem, but again, it's not the end of the world. I don't think it's one of the main attractions there personally. It's the Swiss Family Treehouse. So I don't even think you know what this is. It's like a big playground area.
Oh, I've probably seen it in like a video, but
yeah, it's all based on Swiss Family Robinson, and it's all trees and campy things, and they get to run around. But yeah, that's going to be closed from the 27th of April until the 4th of May. So again, 2 weeks, not for too long. And the only reason it might become an issue is if you have got lots of little kids and they like to have run around time, which might be you that wants them to have run around time, just to let them run off some steam. But again, nothing major, nothing for too long, and that's all we've got on Magic Kingdom at the moment.
Yeah. So moving on to Epcot, we've only actually got one ride that has like specific dates for it being shut, and that is Test Track. Again, quite a popular one.
Very.
What were we going to say?
Yeah, no, it's very popular, and Epcot doesn't have a lot of rides as it is. It's less of that kind of a park. So yeah, that's why that's probably less popular.
But luckily it's only shut from the 13th of January to the 27th of February. So again, in their kind of like cold period.
Yeah.
And like it's well out of like peak times as well.
I would say so, yeah.
So I don't think it's going to be much of an issue for many people.
No, it's before Flower and Garden Festival starts, I believe, which is when the park will get busier. So yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And then the only other things that we're going to talk about in this video, because we're going to do a whole separate video on Epcot, is that Spaceship Earth, so the Epcot Ball, the ride inside there, has or is closing early this year and will be closed for 2 years. So it will be closed until 2022. They are completely redoing the ride in there. So that's why that one's going to be closed, which is quite a sad thing. It means Alex, who's never been on it, is going to miss out on it. I'm really, really excited for what they're going to do to it. Yeah. But it is sad that I won't get to ride it again as it was, and you won't get to see what it was like.
Yeah, well, not in person.
Not in person. But I'm sure there's videos on YouTube you can watch.
But obviously it means it's another excuse to go back in a few years or a couple of years or whatever and give it a go.
Exactly. So that's all we're going to talk about on the Epcot front, because we are going to do a whole video with all those changes.
There's so many changes. So separate video.
Yeah, that's the only two that's ride specific, that are rides that are already there that are going to be changing. So we will move on.
Yeah. And so moving on to Animal Kingdom, and it's just the one like ride.
Yep.
And it is Kali River Rapids. Which, I don't know, is that a popular one?
I mean, it's a good water ride, but it's not the best water ride. But
if you're more into them kind of things, then you might.
I mean,
think
again,
it is,
Animal Kingdom doesn't have a lot of rides. It is more the animals.
I don't say.
State the obvious. But yeah, I mean, I don't think that's one that you would change your trip date for.
No. But I mean, it is. Excuse me.
It is closed for quite a while.
Yeah, it's closed from the 6th of January until the 21st of March. So it is a couple months, but it's not like the busiest period still.
No, I think again, nothing to worry about. Personally, out of all of the rides that we have spoken about so far, I wouldn't change my holiday for any of them, but I would be upset about the two at Epcot and then the two mountains. Everything else I can live without.
Yeah.
But again, if you've not been, those experiences are amazing to have. I'm only saying that because I've been before. And then the only other thing we wanted to talk about Disney World related was the two water parks. So Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach are going to be closed for a couple of months. So Typhoon Lagoon is closing.
Only Typhoon Lagoon's closed for a couple months.
Oh yeah. So Typhoon Lagoon is closing from the 13th of January until the 28th of March. So that is quite a big stretch of time. But again, the colder months. And then Blizzard Beach is only closing for 2 weeks. So that's the 1st of January. So it's closed now until the 13th of January. Not sure why Typhoon Lagoon is closed a bit longer, but
it's just maintenance.
They might have more to do there. It might be the older park. I'm not too sure on the details.
We'll have to look it up because there might be a bit more information on why it's closed.
Yeah.
But I'd imagine the majority of it will just be maintenance. And
I mean, water park stuff is going to need a much better clean than the rest of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's that with regards to Disney World.
Yep. So we do have a couple things for Universal that's closing in 2020. So we'll just quickly tell you those. I'm not sure if there's any others at the minute, but this was all that was on the page.
Yeah.
And so these couple bits are from Orlando Informer.
Yeah.
Which again, Ree got. So on Universal Orlando.
Yeah.
Hogwarts Express is shutting. Which I don't think this is going to bother anyone really.
No.
Because it's shutting on the 16th of January for 1 day.
1 day. And I wrote it under Universal Orlando, but obviously it is the train that takes you between the two parks. So it is kind of under both parks, but it's a day.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to be there before it or after it, no matter when you go.
Yeah, so
you're going to be able to go on it.
It's not going to be a problem for anyone, I don't think. And then the other one, which is going to be the Islands of Adventure Park, is Jurassic Park ride. So that is closing on the 6th of January until the 24th of January. Again, only a couple of weeks, so not a massive problem, but that is an amazing ride. Like, I absolutely love it. I would be pretty gutted if I couldn't go on that, as it's one of the only bigger rides that my dad will do with me.
And I had no choice to go on it because we're all going.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah.
We will do another video if we get another update with a long list of stuff. We'll do another video on that. We just thought it might be quite useful for you guys to have this information.
Yeah. Obviously, if you want any more videos as well, like of similar stuff, where you want like us to kind of try and help you. Oh, it probably sounds really weird. I've never been, and like we're doing this.
Yeah, like we do so much research and spend so much time looking into Disney things, watching Disney vlogs. We're so up to date with it. It's just sad that at the moment you haven't been. But obviously, come October, Alex will have been. He will be a lot more.
It almost feels like I have been because of the way like we talk about it.
Yeah, literally, he knows so much. Like we'll be watching a vlog and he'll be like, "Oh, that's that," and I'm like, "Yeah, he knows."
It's taken a long time, but I'm finally getting there.
Yeah, and it's just something that we both have so much love for, and we love talking about it.
Yeah.
So if this sort of thing, you don't want to do the research and sit there scrolling through websites. If there's stuff you want to know, let us know because we'll do that research. We'll make a video. It's much more fun for you to watch a video than.
Yeah, we've got a few more ideas
yourselves.
as well of what we're going to do to try and help people out. So we will obviously be doing them like quite soon as well.
Yeah.
If we can get this sort of beginning of the year, I think a lot of people where they are booking holidays, it'll help them.
We have got a list of videos that we want to do that are Walt Disney World related or Orlando related. And the Disney content will obviously increase massively after we've been, because we'll have a few little
and with
holiday
the build
vlogs.
up to it, there'll be a lot of like
Yeah.
sort of Disney shopping, packing, like planning,
and then
blah,
possibly
blah, blah.
after we've been this year, we're possibly going to plan our own trip, our first trip, just us two without family. So again, we'll bring you along with us on that.
Yeah.
So yeah, get ready for lots of Disney content, basically.
Definitely, yeah. And so I think that is going to be the end. Yeah. So if you have liked it, hit the thumbs up and smash the subscribe down below, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.